Good morning, students. In this video, we will discuss stack and its introduction. Stack is a linear data structure. That means it stores the elements in linear manner. It stores elements in sequential manner. Is called as linear data structure. So then what is a stack? Stack means it stores elements in LIFO manner. It follows LIFO concept. So LIFO means last in first out. LIFO means last in first out. That means the element that is last inserted is deleted first. The last element, the last inserted element is first deleted is called as LIFO. For example, array of plates. That means after cleaning everything, we are keeping the plates one by one, right? So the last plate is first we pick out. So we pick out the last plate, right? So this is example of stack. The last plate is first come out. The last plate is the last element is first deleted. So E is called as stack. Okay. Then stack operations. Push operation, pop operation. So push operation for inserting the element at the top of stack, pop operation for deleting the element at the top of stack only. That means here the insertion and the deletion, the push operation, pop operation is done only at the top of stack. So it is done only at the top of stack. Then what is a top? So top means it is a variable. So it is a variable. It always points to the last element inserted. It always points to the last inserted element. Okay. Now see this stack representation. In this representation, the top points to the last inserted element. Here the last inserted element is 2. Therefore, it points to the last element in the stack. Okay. Top is a variable. It points to the last. It always points to the last inserted element. Here the elements are called as items. Here the elements are called as items. Next, here the stack size is 5. So 5 empty locations are created. 5 locations are created in stack. So the index start from 0. The index start from 0 and its range is 0 to 4. Initially, the top always set to -1. The top is initialized to -1 only. Okay. Now see how to perform push operation. Okay, so when you want to insert an element into the stack, you have to follow these steps. First, before inserting the element, we have to check whether the stack is overflow or not. Overflow means full of elements. Stack is full of elements. So if the stack is full, then we could not insert any element in the stack. So before inserting an element, first we have to check whether the stack is overflow or not. Okay, if the stack is not overflow, if the stack is not full, then first we have to increment the top by 1. First we have to increment the top value by 1. Then it points to the top points to the empty location. So you have to add the element in that empty location where the top is pointing. So whenever you increment the top by 1, then it points to the empty location. In that empty location you have to add the element. So in order to perform the push operation, in order to insert an element into the stack, first we have to increment the top by 1, then only you can add the element into the stack at the top of stack. Okay, so this is what about push operation. Now see this example. So in this example, So here we are performing the push operation. Here the top stack size is 4. That means 0 to 3. Index range is 0 to 3. Here we are taking empty stack, and initially the top set to -1. Okay, so whenever you want to push the element into the stack, we already know first you have to increment the top by 1, then only you can add the element into the stack, right? So here we are performing the push operation. Therefore first you have to increment the top by 1. Here the top is -1. -1 plus 1. After incrementing, -1 plus 1 is equal to 0. Therefore after incrementing, the top is equal to 0. It points to index 0. It points to the first index location, 0 index location in the stack. Then you can add the element, you can push the element into that location. So therefore the top points to that location, you can insert the element in that location. So whenever you can push the another element, so first the top is incremented by 1, therefore top equal to 1, and it top points to the next empty location. In that empty location you can insert the element 20. Okay, again whenever you push the another element 12, then again top is incremented by 1, that is top value 2, therefore it points to the next empty location. Second index position, and you can push that element into that empty location. Okay, so again we are performing the push operation to insert the element 33. So before inserting, here again you have to increment the top by 1. Whenever you are incrementing, the top is 3, and therefore the top points to next third index position, that is empty location. In that empty location you can push the element. Okay, this is now the stack is full of element. So this is what about push operation. Before inserting the element, first we have to increment the top by 1. So then it points to the next empty location, the top points to the empty location, then only you can insert the element into the stack. Now see the pop operation. So whenever you want to delete the element, then you have to follow again the below steps. So first you have to check whether the stack is underflow or not. Underflow means whether the stack is empty or not. If the stack is empty, then there is no element for deletion. There is no element for deletion. So if the stack is not empty, then you can delete the element at the top of stack. And after that you can decrement the top by 1. So if the stack is not empty, pop operation for deleting the element. So if the stack is not empty, then you can delete the element. After deleting the element, you can decrease the top value by 1. Now see this example. Here the stack is full. And the top points to 3. That means the top index position, the last index position. 3 is the last index position. So whenever you perform the pop operation, then it delete the element at the top of stack. So it delete the element at the top of stack. So here we delete the last element 33. So whenever you delete that element, then after deleting the element, then top is incremented by 1. So 3 minus 1, that is 2. Therefore the top points to the second index position. So whenever you delete that element at the top of stack, so here we already know that the insertion and the deletion is done only at the top of stack only. So whenever you perform the pop operation, it deletes the element at the top of stack, that is 33. So after element is deleted, then the top is decremented by 1. decremented by 1. 3 minus 1, that is 2. So it points to the second index position. So whenever again you perform the pop operation, then it will delete the element at that position in the second index position, and again it will decrement the top by 1, that is 1. Now it points to the first index position, and again when we perform the pop operation, then it will delete the element and the top is incremented to 0, sorry, decremented to 0, and the top points to the 0 index position. So now again you perform the pop operation, now again it delete the element and the top is decremented by 1, that is 0 minus 1 is equal to minus 1. Therefore the top is set to minus 1 and the stack is empty. Okay, so this is what about pop operation. So whenever you want to delete an element, so whenever you perform the pop operation, it will delete the element at the top of stack. To delete the element at the top of stack, after deleting the element, then the top is incremented by, sorry, the top is decremented by 1. Okay, now see the algorithms. Algorithm for push operation, we already know. Here we are writing a procedure to perform the push operation. We are taking stack to store the element. Here the element is called as data. Okay, so before perform the push operation, first we have to check whether the stack is full or not. If the stack is full, then it print overflow on the screen. Okay, else otherwise, first top is incremented by 1. After that we are inserting the element at the top of stack. Okay, so this is what about push operation. Then what is pop operation? We already know. Here also again write the procedure to delete the pop operation, to perform the pop operation. Here we are taking stack for deleting the elements into that stack. Okay, so if the stack is empty, then it print underflow on the screen, sorry, so it print underflow on the screen. Otherwise it will delete the element at the top of stack. So it will delete the element at the top of stack and print the element on the screen. After that the top is decremented by 1. The top is decremented by 1. So the algorithms for push operation, pop operations are very important in examination point of view. Okay, now there are two ways to implement the operations on stack. First, by using an array and by using a linked list. Okay, so we can store the elements in stack by using an array or by using a linked list. We will discuss this implementation in the next class. Okay, thank you.